Let us pray. Creator God, on this day of celebration, we give thanks for those who have inspired us and enriched our learning, for opportunities offered and for friendships made. We give thanks for families who have supported us and encouraged us to achieve our goals. Bless all our graduates as they journey forth from here. May they use their newfound skills of communication to guide others on the path of discovery and learning. May they use their creativity to capture the imagination of others, their gifts of compassion and understanding to care for all communities. May they use their gifts of language and understanding of the world, its history and development, for the benefit of all people. Bless all our graduates. May they find great happiness in all that they do, and may the world be enriched by their generous giving in the service of others. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to all of you, but particularly the graduates, to this fifth of the 6 graduation ceremonies of the summer in our 50th year of the university. So hopefully you'll find it fun and enjoyable. But before we start the formal graduation ceremony, it's my pleasure to ask the Principal and Vice Chancellor to address the Assembly.
Thank you. Chancellor, Deputy Lord Provost, graduands, honorary graduand, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by welcoming you all to your graduation ceremony in this, our 50th anniversary year. We gained our status as an independent university in 1967, after a long association with the University of St Andrews. 50 years on, I think both sides would agree this has been a fortunate separation, which has created 2 world-class universities and formed something of an intellectual Gold Coast here on the east of Scotland. And I can confirm that we are still very much friends. I had a brief stop at St Andrews while doing my charity challenge last week. Brief only because I was advised not to stop too long in the middle of a 50-mile cycle in case my legs seized up. And that event was part of our 50th anniversary celebrations. In her speech greeting the cyclists from Dundee, St Andrews Principal Professor Sally Mapstone wished us well for the next 50 years. To which I responded by wishing St Andrews well for their next 600 years, that being an anniversary that they marked recently. And this emphasizes one critical difference between us. Since gaining our independence, we have had to make our mark quickly, and we have done so, to the extent that Times Higher Education ranks us as the best in the UK and in the world's top 20 of young universities, those aged 50 years or under. And in the face of increasingly fierce competition from around the world, that is notable recognition. Our 50th anniversary is something we are marking with events throughout the year. A recurring feature of these for me has been the chance to meet with many of our alumni, your predecessors, who too have sat in their robes in this hall over the past 50 years. And what has struck me time and again is how proud they are of their university and the affection in which they hold their time in Dundee. On visits back to the campus, and we've welcomed hundreds of them in recent weeks, there has also been much reflection on the changes they see around them on campus and across the city. For those who were here in the late 1960s, there is obviously a lot that is different. But the same applies to those who were here just 10 years ago, as the landscape around us continues to change. And you too will have seen this in your own time here, most obviously in the central waterfront of the city, where we see the V&A Museum of Design rising on the banks of the Tay. And what a magnificent building it is, not just in its design and its striking features, but also because it symbolizes the new optimism of the city and where it is going. And it's also a project which originated here at the university. And it's just one that I think epitomizes a very important point about where we came from and where we are heading. In his address to visiting alumni at our chaplaincy recently, Eddie Small, who I know is in the audience today, said that the most important part of our name is the word of. He went on to remind us we are not just a university in Dundee, we are the University of Dundee, a community within a community. We take pride in being where we are, and we're committed at all times to making a difference locally, using our global reputation to bring benefits to the city. And in that regard, we're critical to the local economy, contributing £750 million every year to Scotland, and standing as a major employer and a crucial focus for innovation and investment. We are a social and cultural hub, linking researchers with the community across our many disciplines, creating events that draw thousands of people onto campus and into the city. Graduation is a case in point, and at the recent event with Alan Alda earlier this week, more than 700 people were in attendance for just that one event. And this year's annual degree show at Duncan of Jordanstone College of Art and Design attracted 15,000 visitors in its opening weekend. We attract people, students and staff from around the world to Dundee. Many of the nationalities across the 140 or so countries our community is drawn from will be represented in the hall today. We are a more international institution than we have ever been before, with record numbers of applications to come and study here. And I believe this creates a diversity on campus that enriches our community and culture and that of the city. And we will continue to be international in our outlook. We're also committed to improving equality and fairness, providing the best opportunities for everyone in our wider community. Our record on widening access to higher education in Scotland is unequalled. Our annual Access Summer School celebrates its own silver anniversary this year, and in that time has helped more than 2,000 students into higher education. They are people who may not have been able otherwise to obtain a university place, in many cases through no fault of their own, due to the circumstances of their upbringing. So in all of this, I think you can see the influence of our central mission to transform lives locally and globally through the creation, sharing, and application of knowledge. The 50 years that have brought us to this point have provided plenty of challenges, but also many startling achievements. Over those past 5 decades, we have pioneered innovations as diverse as flat-screen technology and keyhole surgery. Many of the satellites and shuttles launched into orbit have circuitry designed and built here. Our translational biomedical research underpins global efforts to tackle cancer, diabetes, and tropical diseases, which kill millions each year. We've become one of the world's leading centers for forensic sciences research. And from Turner Prize winners to political leaders, activists for social change to captains of industry, our alumni are transforming the world and the way we look at it. And we're ambitious to do more, to take our university into the next 50 years with justifiable confidence. Earlier this year, I was lucky enough to accompany colleagues on a visit to CERN in Geneva, site of the Large Hadron Collider, the largest scientific experiment in the world, capable of replicating conditions which last prevailed naturally at the very dawn of the universe. We were there to discuss collaboration arising from world-class expertise in laser technology in our School of Science and Engineering. It's yet another example of us taking a seat at the table with the very best in the world, creating research with impact, but also opening opportunities for students, giving you the chance to experience the forefront of knowledge and human understanding. Our achievements are driven by the strong sense of community that exists in the university and across the city. You will have experienced this yourselves as students here, and I hope you continue to feel part of it as graduates. That sense of community is something that is at the heart of our approach, and it's what makes Dundee truly unique. And it will be by harnessing the strengths of our community that we can do even more. And working in partnership with Dundee University Students' Association is a vital part of that. It has helped us create a student experience that is consistently rated among the very best, underpinned by students being participants in all the university's important committees, helping to plan for continuing success. And just yesterday, we had further confirmation of the quality of teaching and the wider student experience that we can offer. We've been awarded gold in the Teaching Excellence Framework, the highest standard in this major assessment of learning and teaching at UK universities. And for all the work that students and staff have done to achieve this, I think you all deserve a round of applause. You have all played your part in creating that community, and I thank you for that. You have helped set the standards we've reached and fueled our ambitions for the future. So I hope that in years to come, people here will be talking about your achievements, and you will be sharing your own warm reminiscences of time spent at the university. As you cross this stage today to receive your degrees, and then step out into the world as a graduate and ambassador for the University of Dundee, I and the university community wish you the very best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal, for that inspiring address. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to call upon the Dean of School of Education and Social Work, Professor Tim Kelly.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Sarah Barham, Darcy Blair, Adeline Bryson, Mandy Ferguson, Claire Gardner, Kirsten Gray, Sophie Johnson, Anna Johnston, Joanne Kelly, Stephen McLennan, Angela McKeegan, Marion McPherson, Nicole Mill, Patricia Mitchell, Bonnie Rose Ross, Tessa Sim, Jennifer Stairs. Vari Tosh. Rachel Ware. Carrie Willison. Tony Weissman. Danielle Anderson. Kirsty Boyd. Chloe Burnett. Laura Cooper. Rachel Crone. Shannon Doyle. Catherine Harris. Ruth Hersey. Michael Hunter. Lisa Marie Kidd. Katja Linigan. Layla Marie Luke. James McEnroy. Ross McLennan. Heather Milne. Daniela Milady. Nicole Preston. Brian Proven. Amy Robertson. Leonie Gravemaid. Heather Shepard. Laura Urquhart. And for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Chloe Bree. Ashley Cuthbertson. Robin Gibson. Yvonne Brown. Kelly Grassick. Charlotte Ann Hobbs. Shelley Llewellyn. Andrea McCutcheon. Allison Muircroft. Victoria Ross. Nagmana Sajad. Jennifer Stewart. Richard Summers. Julie Ward. Michelle Wheat. Tracy Bell. Leanne Kerr. Roy Sheen Leonard. Elma O'Callaghan, Andrea Wallace. And for the degree Master of Arts with Honors, Hannah Adam. Fern Anderson, Ruth Barge, Hannah Bell, Danica Bramal, Zoe Breen, Hannah Bremner, Stacy Louise Burns, Devin Campbell, Stephanie Coates, Demi Conroy, Gregory Cunningham, Amber Davis, Sarah Denholm, Ewan Dixon, Sarah Drummond, Claire Duthie, Annalisa Eady, Rebecca Forshaw, Caitlin Fowley, Iona Gillies, Laura Glass, Ryan Brown, Amy Grant, Louise Harris, Fatima Hussein, Sadie Irving, Anisha Javed, Sarah Johnston, Irene Kuguli, Vasiliki Kurasi, Claire Lindsay, Robin Maxwell, Gemma McKeechin, Hannah McMahon, Sophie McNiven, Carol McQuillan, Jade Mearns, Carla Meny, Shona Milliken, Lauren Mitchell, Jill Mortimer, Irene Pangiotopoulos, Holly Patton, Kimberly Pendry, Heather Percival, Daisy Queen, Louise Ria, Siobhan Rivers, Rebecca Russell, Holly Suter, Rachel Steele, Melissa Stephen, Fiona Stewart, Ashley Thompson, Rebecca Turner, Alistair Walker, Esme Wilkinson, Kirsty Williamson, Catherine Wilson, Ailey Wilson Hasty, Kaylee Winton, Victoria Young, Postgraduate Diploma in Primary Education, Katie Bartlett. Lauren Beck, Rebecca Black, Jennifer Ferguson, Michelle Fulton, Alana Kennedy, Shona McKenzie, Chloe McGregor, Ewan McIntosh, Francis McQuaid, Graham Murdoch, Juliet Shepard, Ewan Taylor, Harriet White, and for the Professional Graduate Diploma in Secondary Education, Astrid Pepper. And for the degree Master of Education, Chinwe Zuma. Audrey Gregory, Hina Hashmi, David Keenan, Suzanne Miller, Katrina Peterson, and for a Doctor of Community Learning and Development, Iqbal Mustafa. And for Doctor of Education, Kate Martin. Lisa Owen. And for Doctor of Educational Psychology, Kate James. And finally, for the Postgraduate Certificate in Academic Practice in Higher Education, Laura Reed.
Thank you. Now my pleasure to call upon the Dean of School of Humanities, Professor James Livesley. All right.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Arts with Honours, Sarah Coakley. Joanna Jenkins. Joanna O'Neill. Summer Simpson. Claudia Trevitt. Kirsty Gauck. Corinne Lowe. Luke MacDonald. Rhys Robertson. Andrew Rogers. Justina Zonko. Dorothy Shenton. James Barrowman. Chelsea Dunbar. Gavin Gilfillan. Jamie Madden. Rachel Main. Charlotte McIntosh. Lamia Sadiq. Holly Bishop. Paula Cobban. Elizabeth Cooper Jackson. Christopher Kilgallen. Evangeline Morton. Andrew Murray. Mark Newell. James Wills. Shannon Gray. Natalie Healy. Emma Laxton. Alexandra McCrory. Joseph Roberts. Joanna Colber. Emily Ballou. Jennifer Barclay. Adam Brady. Lucy Butler. Aaron Crystal. Paul Copland. Louise Love. Lindsay McGilp. Michaela Mack. Louise Martin. Patrick O'Donnell. Eftahia Papagianni. Amy Robertson. Matthew Ross. Ailey Roy. Claire Thompson. Kimberly Young. Calla Morgan. Joanna Bakanska. Gary Morgan. Simeon Petkov. Hannah Hilligart. Clark Edgar. Charlotte Meller. Chloe Risman. Alexis Stark. Owen Payne. Keris Williams. Yena Crossan. Josh Mackay. Andrew Scott. Ross Shepherd. Carl Tanksus. James Tuttle. William Bain. Matthew Dorward. Anna McEwen. Mohammed Ali Ishmael. Connor Anderson. Lindsay Anderson. Nicole Angus. Anne Burnett. Big family. Ross Cameron. Hayden Christou. Michael Dyson. Kerry Ferguson. Ewan Gallagher. Jamie Grant. Wendy Hall. Samara Hanna. Liam Humphreys. Sarah Johnson. Katie Johnston. James Knowles. Zara Lawrence. Gavin Logie. Rhys McCabe. Sally McGurk. Jordan McKeown. Harry Meadows. Adam Middleton. Adina Nutu. Hannah Perry. Morgan Phillip. Leanne Rind. Megan Seymour. Ewan Smith. Natasha Smith. Natalie Wood. Mohammed Aslam. Amani Batili. Matthew Dowdo. Callum Kitching. Rachel Irvin. Chu Yuan Lee. Tabani Patti. Susan Munt. Further degree of Master of Arts. Anna Hemmings. Rubina Mirza. Natalie Smith. Eve Shepherd. Rebecca Taylor. Dorothea Milan. For the Certificate of Higher Education, Derek Fleming. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Family and Local History, Nora Edwards. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Family and Local History, Darren Ferrier. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Archives and Records Management, Jennifer Marshall. For the Postgraduate Diploma in History, Kaylee Russell. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Records Management and Digital Preservation, Tim Cotgrave. For the degree of Master of Letters, Andrea Cameron. Catherine Hiley. Chancellor, it is with honour I present for the award of Master of Letters, awarded posthumously, George Allen.
It gives me great pleasure and an honor to present to you George's certificate in Master of Literature. And we would like you to have the hood you would have worn today to keep as a memento.
Thank you very much.
I know that your daughters, is it Evelyn and Kathy,
yes,
are here too today. Oh, congrats. Thank you for coming. Saidi, we know George and appreciated him in the university. He was a remarkable person. He had a thirst for knowledge and studies that at his, shall I say, later stage in life,
yes,
he was still keen to do another degree,
yes,
of which he had several.
yes.
To put it in the context, he was about the same age as me. And I can't contemplate going back to university and doing a degree and be taught by youngsters like this. But he was quite remarkable.
He was.
To the point I understand that he damaged his right hand, which was his dominant hand.
Yes.
And he typed his dissertation with his left hand.
Or I did most of it. I did most of the typing.
You did most of it. And I know the key person in his life who taught him was Alan MacDonald, who
yes,
sings in our choir. Alan, please stand up. So we honor George. We thank you very much, and Evelyn and Kathy, both for coming here today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For the degree of Master of Science, Sanya Bowles. Astrid Faber. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present Mark Brown. And also for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present Faye Harland.
Thank you, Principal.
Chancellor, I have the honour to invite you to confer their degrees in absence upon those candidates who have been unable to attend this ceremony.
By the authority of the Senate, I confer these degrees.
Now, when you entered this hall, those at the front of the hall were all graduands, and now, having passed across the stage and received your certificates and being doffed with the Dundee bonnet, you're all graduates. So we have something to celebrate. So what I want you to do now is imagine all that's gone before in the last hour or so as you've been cheering and supporting your colleagues, and as friends and relatives have voiced their own support. Instead of that occurring over an hour, let's condense that noise into the next 30 seconds or so. So polite applause is not what's required. Cheering and whistling and the stamping of feet are all allowed in the hall. So please use every legal means available to you to make the loudest possible noise, remembering it's our 50th anniversary. 4 have gone before you and have done fantastically well. So what I want you to do is to really, really raise the roof. So if I can start by offering my personal congratulations to all of you. Well done, everybody.
Okay, so you can make a lot of noise. What else can you do? I hope that was a girl who did that. It is now my pleasure to invite Professor Stephen Partridge to introduce the honorary graduate.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Mr. David Mackenzie. I remember David as a feisty and challenging young man on our postgraduate course in electronic imaging from 1989 to 1990. He was part of a remarkable peer group of colleagues from creative backgrounds across the visual disciplines, most of whom have gone on to highly successful careers, but few as dazzling as David's. David has been nominated and won numerous international awards and is established as the leading Scottish film director and co-founder of the Glasgow-based production company, Sigma Films. He's made 9 feature films, am I right? Including Young Adam, 2003, Hallam Foe, 2007, Perfect Sense, 2011, Starred Up, 2013, and in 2016, Mackenzie's film Hell of High Water premiered at Cannes and was his most critically acclaimed film to date. Received 4 Oscar nominations at the 89th Academy Awards. Pretty good. Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. That's a pretty good haul. It was also included, I think, significantly in the American Film Institute's Best 10 Films of the Year, and that's quite hard to achieve, and that's your peers voting for you. David has directed some of my favorite movie stars: Ewan McGregor, Tilda Swinton, Natasha Richardson, Sir Ian McKellen, Hugh Bonneville, and the dude himself, Jeff Bridges. What many comment on when writing about David as a director is that his films do not fit neatly into any particular genre or type. I'm going to quote him now. He said in an interview in 2014, "I'm always trying to do things a bit differently in order to keep it alive. Just like I'm always trying to choose film subjects a little bit differently from the last one, just so that I don't feel like I'm treading the same ground." Well, looking at his slate of films, he started with this series of shorts, followed by a comedy gangster thriller set in the Highlands, an acclaimed adaptation of Scots beat writer Alexander Trocchi's cult novel, then a psychological thriller, a sex satire, followed by a sci-fi romance, a comedy musical, then a prison drama, and then, with Hell and High Water, a neo-Western crime thriller. Also of note is his commitment to new starters in the film industry through Jump Cop, a new entrance scheme dedicated to providing a fast track into the screen industries for young and disadvantaged people. Chancellor, I have the honour to invite you to confer upon David Mackenzie the degree of Doctor of Laws.
By the authority of the Senate, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws. Congratulations and welcome back to the university.
Thank you very, very much.
Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much, everyone, for this great honour, particularly Steve Partridge, who was an inspiration to me 27 years ago when I was here in the city trying to kind of get my head around the prospect of trying to make movies. And the attitude of the course we were on and the kind of gang of madness that we were in was a sort of central part of the beginning of the journey that I'm still on. I'm currently trying to make a movie about Robert the Bruce, which is a heck of a challenge because you know, there was another movie 20 years ago about one of the guys on a similar thing, and this guy's a bit more complicated. But one of the things that you take from the Robert the Bruce story most of all is the idea that if you fail, you keep trying, and if you fail, you keep trying, and if you fail, you keep trying, and eventually you succeed. You guys are all successes here today, and I feel like I'm a real success. I'm so happy to get this. I feel like I've joined a club that I wasn't allowed in before, and I'm really happy. But you're, in the course of your careers, you're going to have ups and downs and ups and downs. So just keep that spirit of Bruce alive and keep on trying. And well done, guys. And I'm so honoured and delighted to be in amongst you. Cheers. Woo! Well done. Well done, everyone.
Thank you for those words. To say, keep trying till you succeed is a good theme. Now, you know, you made a lot of films. And you know these television programs, quiz programs that they have, which is to see how well you know your partner or your wife. Right? So if I ask you the question, which of your films do you think your wife, Hazel, who's here, and we welcome her too, So if I asked her the question, which of your films would be her favorite, what do you think the answer would be?
That's a really hard one. Have you already asked her?
You think I'll be asking if I hadn't?
I'm going to guess I'm going to say Hallam Fu, but I don't know.
A what?
Hallam Fu.
Now we have that long, pregnant pause at the close.
Got it wrong. Did I get it wrong?
Give you a second chance.
Young Adam.
Are you?
That was a passion project. It took me 10 years talking about success and failure.
So you think it was young Adam?
Perhaps.
That is the correct answer. Now you also know how I waste my time watching such, what is it, the word? Television programs. It's now my absolute pleasure to ask yet again our fantastic choir to give us some lovely music. Thank you.
Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick my baby up and take her to the picture show. Wally in the neighborhood is dressing up to be there too. And we're gonna have a ball, just like we always do. A Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the last row of the balcony. Technicolor and CinemaScope, a cast out of Hollywood, and the popcorn from the candy store makes it all seem twice as good. There's always lots of crazy girls with fingers they can try to hide, but they never can compare to the girl sitting by my side. A Saturday night at the movies. Who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the last row of the balcony. Movies are better than ever, and just as dark as before. A Saturday night when you're with your baby, who could ask for anything more? A Saturday night at the movies, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby in the last row of the balcony. When you're hugging with your baby in the last row of the balcony.